you believe where we are? We're about to have an election that half of America thinks we're going to vote in a socialist or a Clinton. The other half thinks we're going to vote in a lunatic or a religious fanatic. But we have this backdrop. And I was surprised that Governor Brown said it at COP21 this last winter when he said human beings face extinction. It was very surprising hearing it from him, but what wasn't surprising was the reaction all over the world that that comment got, which was very little. Humanity has not yet come to a realization or a grip of exactly where we are. There's, by the clock that keeps pace with the poachings of the elephant in the wild, we have 3,100 and some days until the elephants are extinct in the wild. That's 9.5 years. I have a friend who works in Tanzania, and she's identifying giraffes for whatever kind of strategy they can create to save them, and she says they'll be just 5 years behind the elephant. Before we go into what right does this generation have to allow that, let me continue with what's happening. From 1970 to 2010, that's 40 years, half of the life on Earth perished. In less than my lifetime, half of the Earth's life has perished. And to show the dramatic incline of that, what amphibians were around in the year 1999 to now have halved again. When I say these things to people, I could be standing talking to 5 or 6. When I walk away, there might be, if I'm lucky, one of them laying on the floor, dealing with the reality of it. But most people just let it go on by from a mixture of what can I do to how am I going to feed my kids tonight. The vaquita dolphin, or I'm sorry, the vaquita porpoise. It lives in the Sea of Cortez. This is one of the most beautiful and uniquely strange looking creatures on the planet. It's just barely the size of a teenager. It's a miniature porpoise. Just 2 years ago, they were saying there were 80 or less. Sea Shepherd has been working to get a photograph. In 7 months, they got a photograph of one. They believe there's only 30 individuals left. The vaquita. Over on the other side of the world, off New Zealand, there's the Maori. There's about 30 of those. They're saying there's only 8 females that can bearing age. The northern white rhino, there is 2 females and 1 male left. The western black rhino perished 2 years ago in October. On my arm, as a reminder every day what I'm doing here, this is the Baiji dolphin. Perished in 2006. The web of life is unweaving, and it's unweaving right at us, at our children. There's a gentleman named Guy McPherson who has crunched the numbers with the methane expulsions going on in the Arctic. There's very little chance with his numbers that humanity will be around in 200 years. Possibly 30 years. Any generation that was to hear these facts and absorb them would begin to unify and prioritize Our laws, our oppressors, our capitalism, our governance would no longer have authority on us. We would be guided by our inner connection with our Creator. And the DNA that has been fluorided, chloride, chemtrailed, GMO, down in all that DNA, there is a survival gene that we have to bring forward, and it's directly attached to love. Without love, without joy, without the courage to stand up at every turn of the road, to not buy plastic, to stand against those who make it and make it criminal as fast as we can, we will certainly perish. I'm not the life of the party. There's an extinction curve going on. There's been 6 extinctions on the planet. We are the 6th. It's called the 6th Great Extinction. National Geographic has done it. Everybody's done it for a minute. For a second, it's in the news. Yet every day, it's the background, it's the bed in which we lay. All these other issues, what's going on in our sky, fracking, all these are the sheets and the clothing. The bed is our extinction. Go home and talk about this. Talk to your neighbors. It's easy to get the numbers. The rate of extinctions on planet Earth exceeds all 5 other extinctions, including that which took the dinosaurs. I don't know how they know this, but nobody's disputing that. 10,000 times faster than normal. 2 dolphins should perish on Earth with 1 million years between them, and we're doing them every couple of years. Our children do not stand a chance with the patriarchy running the show. Women have to decide, because men are going to watch the world die. I ask the Creator to bless our hearing, bless our words each day, and our children and our future. I hope. Thank you very much.